that's usually automatic.
From deep, MP. Again. Oh, there's the alley.
This is why Williamson was a former number
6 points. From the arc. Quickly with a second call.
When you're trying to cut into a lead, you can't afford that kind of mistake.
You know what it is, a lack of concentration. That's a momentum killer.
The Hornets shooting only 36% since the fourth quarter started. And here's MP from outside. And again. That's 62 points. 62.
Amazing. A remarkable performance from him so far. And they were really able to find the mismatches they wanted and exploit those all night. Great execution from the players and coaching staff for the Hornets.
And the huge difference today, the efficiency from beyond the arc.
Yeah, once they started hitting shots, it stretched out the D and opened up the entire offense.
And with this one, they go double digits in the win column.
And they meet just twice, so taking the first meet
is what an unbelievable night it's been for MP.
Throughout the night, he was their catalyst at the offensive end. Play after play was run through him with great success.
And he gets the jumper to drop.
Excellent effort on the road. They've literally sucked the energy out of this arena.
And when you're on the road, you can't be tentative coming into a game like this. I thought their aggressive approach was the difference.
Mitchell finds Ingram. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Now Williamson. Quickly outside. And the three off target. MP with it. Launches a three. Connects again from distance.
He's been on the money from deep.
Definitely looking to shoot as much as possible. And so it's the Hornets taking care of business in this one. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way their team was dismantled.
Shocked and surprised. It doesn't matter what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to just waltz in and cruise to the type of victory like we saw tonight.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Grant Hill, Steve Smith, and Allie LaForce.
Oh, there it is.
What's up, MP?
Good, MP. Lovely. How about you? I'm good. I'm good. Glad to hear it.
Over here.
Game time, MP. Let's get it.
The Magic on their way to the locker room earlier tonight. Defending their home court means a lot to this team. Hello and welcome to a great night of hoops. And tonight, a little more riding on the line in the second game of the in-season tournament. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is on our sideline. And Greg, as we move into the second game of the in-season tournament, players, fans, coaches, all getting into the swing of things and how these matchups have really amped up the competition.
You bet. And Kevin, you know every team is still keeping an eye towards the regular season, managing their players' minutes and keeping the team healthy. But this sort of in-season tournament concept brings an extra level of competition.
So let's take a look at the Charlotte starting lineup. They've got Miller and B out there with LaMelo Ball. Then it's Avdia. Now Irving following the three-point attempt by MP. Passes it to Fultz. Over MP, and the shot goes in from Fultz.
You know, Fultz has a nice feel for when to let the mid-range J go. I mean, showing a real desire to make this a deadly part of his game.
Now, here's MP. He had a career game last time out, bucket after bucket.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from D.
Fultz against MP. The pass to Drew. Kicks to Irving. That one doesn't drop. Excellent D there from Ball. MP deciding where to go with it. Launches it. And again, Charlotte with the triple.
And the offense, I mean, 3 of 4, a solid start for this game.
Irving against Ball. Here's Fultz. His three-pointers off the mark.
Well, he wanted to return the favor there for that last 3, but it just wasn't in the cards.
The 3 from MP. Sinks the triple. MP's got 12 in the game.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Here's Drew. Fultz the pass to Drew. And the rejection by MP. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. No coverage that time.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possession.
And one thing with LaMelo, Clark, he has so much length at that point guard position.
Yeah, you know, Kevin, he's listed at 6'7", but he's got a much bigger wingspan than that, which allows him to effectively throw passes over the top. And I think it helps in him being disruptive as a defender, too.
And now the first timeout called here for the Magic. Now we have a chance to pay homage to the Eastern Conference Player of the Week, MP.
And you can see how valuable he is to the team with the amount of offense that he generates. Rarely is there a bucket where he didn't have a hand in creating it.
And Patterson kicks to Irving. Back to Patterson. Fades. It's rebounded by Charlotte. They defeated the Pelicans in their last game.
Well, you look at the points they produced in that game. Great adjustments on the offensive end.
Well, it's really hard to stop them when they're in a groove offensively, and they were in a comfort zone all game long in that one.
Now Irving, following the three-point attempt by MP. To the paint, here's Banchero. And finished off by Banchero.
You got to appreciate Kyrie Irving's court awareness, outstanding, finding open teammates.
Fultz against MP. Fires the three. The rebound by Patterson. The Magic trail by 9. We've got 1:18 left in the first quarter. A nice shot by Irving.
You know, he's got such a diverse skill set. Irving can hurt you in a lot of ways. I mean, he's a player you'll have a lot of trouble game planning for.
It's good from long range. MP's got 15 points.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Down low. And there's Fultz on the assist by Patterson.
And, you know, Fultz is highly skilled as an offensive player. When he gets this kind of positioning inside, it's a wrap.
A three from MP. Banchero grabs the board. And here's Banchero. He'll bring it up for the Orlando Magic, trailing here by 8.
Getting their first look of the season at this Hornets team.
And we saw how competitive and entertaining the season series was between these two terrific teams last year.
Exactly. They split the series, Greg. Two elite teams and conference foes renewing that rivalry tonight.
Outstanding start from three-point range. Their shooters are on fire.
It really makes them a hard team to guard because they space you out so well. Irving.
No dice from the high post.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And here's MP for 3. Another miss by MP. And so it's Charlotte going into the break with a 10-point lead. And you have to credit their defense for the job they've been doing against Irving. Kyrie's been almost invisible out there, and we don't say that very often. We've got more in store for you right after this. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Hornets.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
Cultivating a lot of assists right now, which is beautiful to see. Love the way they're working that ball around.
Dunn is out there with Kyrie Irving. Then there's Howard. And it's Carpenter in at the 4-man position. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Magic. Looking at the last game for Orlando, it was a loss to the Nets.
You got to give them an A for effort. Just fell a little bit short in that one.
Yeah, they were really close right there. Just couldn't string together a few key plays to help get them over the top for the win.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. MP in the last game against the Pelicans was outstanding. He picked up 67 points and was reliable as ever from distance. He was remarkable in that game. It's not often you see a player that dominant, and I'm sure he wants to keep it going. Guys?
Thanks, David. Yeah, it was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
Yeah, you know, all indications are that he feels good coming into this one. Feels confident that he can build on that prior success.
And he makes the first. And Clark, here we are watching Kyrie Irving. When he's on, it is amazing to watch.
Remarkably smooth as an athlete, Kevin, and otherworldly when you look at his skills as a basketball player, particularly ball handling and shot making. Talking pure basketball, he's one of the most entertaining players of the last 30 years for sure. Free throw shooting is about mechanics, confidence, and your mental approach. He's locked in from there most every night.
Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. And here's MP for 3. And another 3 for Charlotte.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Now here's Irving. 32 points for him last game against the Nets in Brooklyn.
And boy, did he have it going offensively. He lived at the line during that game as well, and that's where he got a lot of those points.
MP against Dunn. MP, good.
Boy, he's really been on a roll this quarter. Seems like everything he throws up is finding bottom.
Irving against Ball. Irving surveying the floor. And it's sent back by Turner, having those Siege veterans on that roster and their guidance.
Kevin, I don't think you can overstate it. It's critical. It's imperative. I mean, imparting that understanding of what it takes to be a professional and doing it with words and example is so valuable and so part of what veterans offer to young players and to good teams.
That misses, so he splits the free throws.
You guys, a big part of what makes MP special is his incredible work ethic. This is a guy just always in hustle mode, every play trying to do more for his team.
Boy, that defense smothered him in there. Love the intensity.
Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Misses the step-back jump shot. The Magic trail by 17. And there's the drive. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Brandon Miller. The Magic have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
And they were 75% from the line a season ago.
And that's a little better than they did last year from the free throw line.
First free throw is good. And Patterson drops them both.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Yeah, I don't think it's an accident that aggressiveness correlates with playing better. So the aggressiveness is starting to pay off.
Charlotte again missing.
Tell you what, that is a missed opportunity from mid-range for sure. With as little defense as was shown, should have made that one.
Drew passes to Irving. Oh, good with the triple. Hornets leading by 15. MP outside. Nailed from three-point land. MP's got 31.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Pass to Patterson. The basket good off the assist from Fultz.
Boy, moving the ball with purpose there. Fultz has tremendous offensive potential, and we're seeing him put it all together now.
MP outside. Fires for 3. Orlando grabs the miss. Banchero's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Inside. And the layup's good off the glass. Banchero's got his second bucket.
Getting it done in the paint. Banchero using his big frame to carve out space inside.
And the Hornets call time here.
Get loud, fans. On the court is your Fight Squad.
Howard's checked in for Kyrie Irving. And the Hornets making a change here. Let's check out some of the best shooting teams out there. The Hornets, number 1. 4th, the Magic.
And here we've got 2 teams shooting the ball so well on the season, and neither one hesitates to pull the trigger. This is a great matchup.
Fultz against MP. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
In a moment now to look at the numbers for Markelle Fultz. He's putting up about 14 points a night, 3 assists, and 2 rebounds. And always nice to have a guy like him who can really defend at a high level coming off the bench.
You know, when you can sub in a lockdown defender, that's a major plus.
And he's good on the second.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
My kind of hoop. Straight ahead, playing downhill, and physical.
And he hits the jumper for 2. MP's got 34.
How about MP doing a little fancy dancing with that ball handling to shake up his defender? Nicely done.
Fultz the pass to Banchero. Over Avdia. That one a little long. Hornets leading by 17. MP outside. Buries it from three-point range. MP's got 37.
I like how sure of himself MP is at the arc. He acts like he already knows the shot is good.
Banchero outside. They set the pick. There's the triple. Sinks the three-pointer. Banchero's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Banchero answering. I'm here, he says, firing right back from deep.
MP has been leading the charge for Charlotte, going on an absolute rampage, piling in the points. He dictated the pace of the entire quarter. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
Welcome, everybody. It may be early on in the season, but not several teams jockeying for position in the conference.
Doesn't matter what point of the season you're in, you got to look at these seedings. Going on the road in the playoffs still matters.
Not when you're the league MVP.
Here we go again. That was 1 year, Shaq. What about the other 18?
Good point. And looking now at that first half of action, quite a big deficit for the Magic.
If you can't get stops, you can't get wins. I'm not seeing the fight, the fire. Time to get angry. Otherwise, we can call it now.
Some tough love from Dr. O'Neal. And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
What a welcome surprise that first half. Went above and beyond his usual scoring output.
Well, you know what? They've given him an increased role tonight, and he's taken full advantage of it.
Tipping off the second half, here's Steve Clifford's 5. They've got MP. Miller is out there with Avdia. Then there's LaMelo Ball. Now, here's MP. Shot from free throw range. Yep, it counts. MP's got 39.
Well, he's demanding the ball. He wants it, and he's coming through. I mean, you can see why his teammates trust him down the stretch, guys.
Fultz dishes to Irving. No good from 18.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thank you, Kevin. Now, LaMelo Ball is young, but he certainly has words of wisdom already. He says, everybody always asks me, what's my slogan? 2 words, be you. You just got to be you from the jump, and whatever's supposed to happen is going to happen. If you ain't you, you're already lost. That's a fact. Kevin?
Yeah, that's right. More than comfortable in his own skin. David, thank you.
You know what, though? Sometimes. You can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Fultz with the ball. Now defended by MP. Here's Banchero. The Magic again can't hit.
Just 1 for 4 from the field, not the way they wanted to start the second half.
MP outside. No good from outside.
Boy, just not scoring with the efficiency he'd like to. Tough quarter for him.
Drew passes to Fultz. And Patterson kicks to Fultz. No good on the triple.
Only 20% from the field to start this half. To me, it looks like their opponent may have made some nice adjustments.
MP, no. Good.
Boy, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. I tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
And after defending on the shot, he doesn't give up on the play. Follow that straight to the glass for the rebound.
Orlando grabs the miss. Banchero's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Pass to Patterson. Clock at 6. And the foul called on Brandon Miller. That's foul number 2 for him. Howard's checked in for the Magic. And the Hornets making a change here. Banchero passes to Howard. Irving a screen on Miller. Outside Howard. Another miss by Orlando. Hornets leading by 17. MP outside. We've got 1:55 left to play in the third. And now the fast break. Irving with the ball. No one near Banchero as he lets it go. Once again off the mark, Orlando. And here's MP for 3. Buries the long-range jumper. MP's got 42 in the game.
This guy is simply having a great game from outside.
Now a timeout called by Orlando. MP really making a difference here.
He can't miss from deep. The defense has to regroup here, and I think they've got to change things up because he's locked in from behind the arc.
So it's both teams making substitutions here.
And a chance here to look at the numbers for Miller. He's averaging 6 points a game, 4 assists, and 3 rebounds. And he's such a big part of what they do offensively.
Yeah, he's just got that nice feel, that sixth sense, knowing where to be on the floor to help his teammates generate points.
1:33 left to play in the third. Good ball movement here by the Magic. Fultz. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Yeah, another column in the stat sheet that hasn't gone in their favor. To climb back, they've got to put forth more effort.
Howard down after the assist, let him into the lane.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
MP outside. From down in the low post, it goes. MP's got 44.
Well, he's in the shots he wants and delivering in a big way.
Now Banchero. He has 7, and there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
And just a little too lax with
Irving's checked in for Banchero, and Markelle Fultz is subbed in for Dunn. LaMelo Ball, he's checked in for Charlotte. MP comes in for Frank Jackson. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. tries the spin move. And here's MP for three. And the three ball is good. MP's got 47 points.
Three-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
You know, the only way that's going to turn around defensively is by stopping the outside shot, not getting into a shootout. They're not going to out-shoot out this team.
We've got Irving. He's out there with Fultz. And it's LaRavia in at the 5, down low. That's who's out there for Orlando. Now, here's MP. Markelle Fultz unable to get his last shot to go. Hits the three-point bomb. MP's got 50 points.
What an exhibition he's putting on today. This is about as hot as you can get.
Irving kicks to Fultz. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got 3 assists now in this one.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Now, here's MP. For 3, and another one falls.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA really taking it to the opposition. Outside Irving. Pass to Fultz. Goes back up. He can't hit that time. Good defense by MP.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production. Very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Stolen by Ball. MP with it, and it's Howard picking him up. MP against Howard. MP, that's for 2. Out to the right wing. The 3. Orlando grabs the miss.
And right from the get-go, they stood out as the better team. Their hunger to dominate and play for each other was outstanding for the Hornets.
They found a great rhythm from long range.
Yeah, Kevin, every time they left a man open deep, he'd get a good shot at the basket. Didn't hesitate, and that aggression paid off.
And so that moves their record to 11 wins on the year.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
And it will be a fight. When you see an opponent that many times, it's inevitable that those games take on a little extra added meaning for the players.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and look at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for MP.
Boy, he was absolutely relentless at the offensive end, guys. Smelled blood and went for it.
Now Irving, following the three-point attempt by MP. He gets that one.
Oh, yeah, Irving, he has the mid-range in his bag now.
And so MP will bring it up for Charlotte. Offensive rebound. Tries again. Good, he hits again. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense.
He just can't miss.
Banchero against Edwards. Banchero kicks to Fultz. Irving against Jackson. A 3-ball. Patterson, that's good. There's 10 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. MP with it. Shoots the 3. And so it's the Hornets taking care of business in this one. And they are prevailing when it matters. Greg picking up their second in-season tournament victory.
And then looking confident, right? In good shape to advance if they can keep this up.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan.
Ooh, count that.
I see you doing work.
Straight out of BC, we taking a
What's up, MP?
Looking good, MP. Feeling good too, my guy.
He's about to tear it up.
What's up, bro? Chilling. You already know. How about you? I'm straight. Oh.
MP, over here, over here.
What's good, MP? Time to do what you do, baby.
moments away. The setting in North Carolina, the Spectrum Center in Charlotte.
Put me on top, city on lock, they like when he gon' drop. We ain't had enough, speaking down, but they know who coming up. And I'm still on my way. But the top don't look too far from me. Never caught off, not one too far from me. Never caught off, not one day. Never caught off, not one day. But I'm still on my way.
Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports on this very special day. Let me be the first to wish everyone out there a happy Veterans Day. Here with Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson, this is Brian Anderson. Joining us from the sidelines, Allie LaForce. It'll be the Celtics off the tip. Well, Grant, a lot of firepower in the building tonight. A couple of teams coming in who cannot be stopped.
Whoa. Games like this always excite me, B.A. Both teams are playing some of their best basketball right now, so I'm anticipating an uptick in intensity tonight.
And let's take a look at Boston's starting lineup. The star wing pair, it's Brown and Tatum outside. Kristaps Porzingis out there with George. And it's Mann in at the point guard position. And Brown has got the ball here for Boston. George is screen on ball. Down low. George's shot is off. MP scanning the floor. Connects. The jumper drops. About a minute into this first quarter. Pass to Brown. On the wing, Tatum. Plenty of space. And he gets that one.
Proving he's more than just a go-to scorer. Brown also loves swinging the ball to open teammates.
On offense, here are the Hornets. MP outside. Here's Miller. From deep, MP. Porzingis grabs the board.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Brown with it. Guarded now by Ball. Here's Mann. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
MP outside. Buries it from three. MP's got his third basket of the night.
The MP loves a good three-point duel.
When talking about the Celtics, you'd have to say they have a unique 1-2 punch, Grant.
Yeah, I mean, think about it, B.A. To have Tatum on one wing and Brown on the other, that's a potent combination. And what a luxury for Boston. They complement each other so well.
Tatum with a steal. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take two from the free throw line.
Okay, big boy. All right. You like to see Tatum asserting himself on the interior. Look, he's forcing the defense to foul. They're too little.
And so Tatum nails both of them. And even in a short time in the NBA, Tatum has become the model wing for the modern NBA, RJ.
Yeah, he does everything so well. Shooting, defense, playmaking, you name it, this man has it. He gives you everything you want and need in that wing position. Man, you watch MP, he is so talented. And this man, let me just tell you, he's determined.
And that one's good, man.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
On the wing, Tatum. Pass to Mann. Outside, Brown.
2 minutes remaining in the post. 2 minutes.
Now here's George. Defense right on him. The Hornets pull it in. It was a victory here for the home team last time these guys met.
Well, in this last matchup, they captured the win in large part because their backups provided a lot of the scoring punch.
And you can tell how important having depth is for them. Sometimes it's the difference between a win and a loss.
Outside Tatum. There's the triple. Can't hit. 1 for 2 now.
Yeah, and the defense really respects his shooting ability, and they showed it with that tight coverage.
From deep, MP. And count it. Now 5 for 7.
This quarter has been all his. I suggest they keep the ball in his hands.
Boston has gone 1 of 4 from deep. Brown against ball. From 12 feet. It doesn't go for him. Charlotte's gone 2 of 5 from deep. MP up top. Coming off an unbelievable high-scoring game. Yep, count it. MP's got 14.
Yeah, MP is having one of those nights, scoring effectively and doing it pretty much any way he wants.
Tatum passes to George. Porzingis with it. And out of bounds. Charlotte will have it. A big group substitution here for Boston. Wesley. Here's Mann in the game against Miami. Very impressive. And the foul called on MP. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Here's Mann.
They had some success in the first quarter, but since then, they've gone cold.
MP is out there with LaMelo Ball. Then there's Mobley, and it's Coulibaly in at the 3 spot. So that's the group out there for Charlotte. MP! Making the long-range connection.
You can really feel the momentum swinging in their direction.
Yeah, but they can't relax. They've got to keep building on this lead because it is not safe.
Thanks, guys. Well, MP in their last time out against the Magic was tremendous. He ended up with 58 points, and he was locked in from deep. But when hasn't he been? Such an impressive effort. The team relied on him, and he delivered.
Yeah, he was unstoppable during certain stretches. It'd be great to see him top that performance tonight.
Well, his team needs him to contribute. When he's on his A game, he just makes play after play.
Expect them to go to him early and often. Don't want to let that hot hand go to waste.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second from deep three-point range. It's rebounded by George.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Yeah, he might have been feeling himself a little too much on that one. He can hit it, but not consistently.
MP up top. 20 points for him. Oh, another miss by MP. Boston's gone 0 for 3 from deep to begin the second. Pass to Tatum. George, a screen on MP. Tatum passes to George. And the shot is good on the assist by Tatum. George has gotten his first bucket of the night.
Impressive ball handling from Tatum. Attracts the other team's focus and then finds the open man.
And here's MP from outside. Oh, another miss by MP. And Williams has got the ball here for the Boston Celtics. 8-point game. And at home for the next game, it'll be New York pulling in to face them. It'll be a quick stopover at home before they have to get back out on the road.
And you like the balance here. Not just falling in love with the free ball.
So for the Hornets, Avdia, he's checked in for Mobley. And Miller subbed in for LaMelo Ball. Porzingis has checked in for Boston. Jaylen Brown comes in for Taylor. Now here's MP. He's closely guarded. MP getting it done inside.
You want to know why they're winning? It's because of his play offensively.
Here's man. Three-pointer, no good.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
MP outside. Jacks up a three. Hauled in by Brown. Well, the Celtics shooting around 33%. Not the best offensive efficiency. Second chance effort. JB, nice finish inside.
Brown's coach once told him, you have to want the rebound, and he has certainly stepped up his effort on the glass over the last few years.
From deep, MP sends it home from three-point land. MP's got 11 points in the quarter.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Porzingis sets a screen. Brown scanning the floor. Step back and fire. Another miss by Brown. Miller, the pass to MP. There's the three. And the Hornets, another three.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And, of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
MP getting it done for the Hornets with 4 3-pointers in the quarter alone, proving he's a threat at the arc. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this.
We'll get to the first half.
Look here now at Charlotte. No surprise to see them at the top of the rankings. We knew they had championship DNA before the start of the season.
Now for a moment to look at our game. Everything, and I mean everything, is falling into place for the Charlotte Hornets. That does it for halftime. Let's get back to game action.
There wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, tonight, he's done a great job of slashing through the lane and finishing.
And you love that mindset he has going at the rim. He hasn't settled for anything, and he's been the aggressor all game long.
Second half underway. Here's who Frank Vogel's got on the floor. At small and power forward, it's Tatum and Porzingis. Trey Mann out there with Jaylen Brown. And it's George in at the 5. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Well, Jaylen Brown has shown steady development over his career. He said, quote, every year presents different challenges. I think that's the fun part about basketball, that it's not the same. You got to be flexible, you got to be durable, and you have to be able to grow with the game. Brian?
Allie, he keeps getting... better and better. Thanks for that. Good stuff. And we heard some coaches saying the league punishes retaliation, and that might even encourage players to instigate. Grant, you think he's got a point?
You know, B.A., I think he does. I mean, if guys are creating a dust-up to try to get opposing star players thrown out, the officials cannot reward that.
Pass to man. This one for 3. And the Celtics another 3.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
MP outside. Tatum pulls it in.
Normally he drains that.
And the foul called on MP. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
3rd personal foul. Second team back.
Here's Man. He's got 11. Tatum passes to Man. Good. Man's got 8 here in this quarter.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
And with a moment here, let's see the league's top scorers. MP, number 1.
He's the guy every defense fears. Can't even slow him down right now.
The Hornets with a lead. And we're about a minute and a half in the second half. The 3. Boston with a rebound.
His consistency just hasn't been there this quarter in terms of his shooting.
And here's Brown for 3. Avdia pulls it in.
Their first miss since the break. Still, I like how they've come out so far.
MP right side. He gets it in there. MP's got 33.
He's their go-to. They keep calling his number, and he delivers.
Outside Tatum. On the wing man. Takes a 3. And the shot is good on the assist by Tatum. Tatum's got 3 assists now in this one.
In full-on catch-up mode. They're raining threes right now.
Here's MP. Ooh, he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
And the defense knows they got to cover MP very close. But he gets physical and exploits the coverage there for a foul.
The Celtics making a switch here. Williams is checked in. And both free throws good for MP.
Yeah, what you like about MP is how hard he worked to put himself in a position for success.
Here's Man. And again, Boston with the triple.
And that bucket from beyond.
I don't know if he got in his own head there or what, because the defense can't really take credit for that miss.
Tatum finds George. Williams from long range. And it's Coulibaly with a rebound.
That's exactly how you have to defend him on the perimeter. Can't allow any space.
Here's MP. And that one hits the back iron.
Well, the defense didn't have any impact on that shot, but somehow he still misses it.
Here's Brown. That one is off. Ooh, excellent D there from Ball.
Just an ugly show from him offensively. Yep, no way to describe it, just ugly, and that hasn't helped.
MP outside, beyond the arc. Drills it from deep. MP's got 38 points.
Deep into the game, you rely on players like him to keep delivering.
Outside Tatum. It's George on the wing. Taking a look at his numbers, averaging about 11 a game. Hits a three-pointer.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
MP inside. Count the basket. MP's got 40 points.
as they set their sights on locking up the win, he has to do everything in his power to make this happen.
Here's Tatum, and misses it off the right side of the rim. A chance at a 2-for-1.
You have to find ways to use the clock to your advantage.
They get the rebound.
Just enough resistance to force the miss. Barely. That's one he'll generally make.
Williams misses.
Outstanding work to send him away. They sniffed that one out.
And we may have an injury here. That does not look good.
And by the look of it, guys, this could be serious.
Look, I'm no doctor, and I know that might be a surprise to a lot of you people. But look, that looked pretty harsh, and he's certainly going to have to miss some extended time.
Let's give a huge hand to your Kirby.
He's checked in for Boston.
Get in there. What's up, coach?
Boston has gotten 3 threes to fall out of 4 attempts here in the fourth. We've got Edwards. LaMelo Ball is out there with MP. Then there's Mobley. And it's Koulibaly in at the 3. Small forward. So that's the group out there for Charlotte.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Look, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
Charlotte again missing. For Boston, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field in the fourth quarter. Pass to man. Fires top of the key. On the wing man. For 3. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. Ball's got 4 rebounds now. Charlotte's gone 1 for 5 shooting from the arc here in the fourth. Mobley on a screen. Puts the move on. They get it back.
I think the defense will live with him taking mid-range jumpers, but maybe just a little bit more resistance.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone until someone stops him. Just let him roll.
That one falls. MP's got 42 in the game.
If the defense continues to give looks like that to MP, man, they're going to be in a little bit of trouble tonight.
And Boston calls time here. Both teams deciding to change it up. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
During that break, Coach Frank Vogel had some advice for his team. And Coach had a simple message for their team saying, hey, we're right there. Let's start with a stop. Knock down a couple shots, and we'll be up. Sometimes the best instructions are the basic ones. PA?
Okay, thanks, Allie. They kick it out to Porzingis. Boston again missing. And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for Charlotte. MP outside. The 3 is up. It's rebounded by George. George has got his 6th rebound on the night.
2 minutes remaining in the
Pass to man. Fires the 3. Boston, no good that time either.
Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
Tipped away. And stolen by Porzingis. Now the Celtics on the move. Here's Brown. And Brown rising high for the finish.
The emergence of Brown as a #1 scoring option has been so much fun to watch. He has earned a lot of trust from his coaching staff.
A deep three from MP. Charlotte again missing. Boston trailing. Outside, Brown. The Hornets pull it in. Ball's got 6 rebounds in the game. Charlotte is shooting about 47%. A nice number. Takes it in with a 9-footer. It's good. MP's got 16 in the second half.
Talk about believing. MP always has this team's back.
Ball against Brown. Pass to man. 54 seconds left to play in the fourth. For 3, Porzingis. It falls! What a beautiful shot! Brings him within 3.
Oh, my. Huge play from Porzingis. A testament to the competitiveness that he plays with.
MP outside. That one a little long.
Well, the defense didn't have any impact on that shot, but somehow he still misses it.
Talk about stepping up in a big way.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
This possession could decide the game.
And you really have to be smart with the ball here.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
If you want to be great, you have to have that killer instinct.
And the Celtics call time here. They're down by 4. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter. There's 21 seconds left in the game. And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those, so they get into the penalty.
Yeah, just a must-foul situation to stop the clock.
Boy, this lead is razor thin.
Yeah, BA, and there's a chance to extend that right here.
First free throw is good, and that puts him up 5. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Cool, calm, and collected. Say that 3 times fast. He makes them all and puts this game away.
Porzingis for 3. And so they foul intentionally.
Yeah, and there's no question they have to foul. Now, I'm sure they would have preferred to avoid it.
The third team foul. At the line.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
When you think about Turner, one of the best shot blockers in the league, who can also score at all 3 levels.
And so he drops them both, and it's an 8-point ball game. There's 6 seconds left in the fourth quarter. There's Tatum with the three. The shot, no good. And so the Hornets take the win. A competitive game. You have to feel like this crowd gave them a little extra edge.
Yeah, they really fed off the energy. Saw their activity level go up. Just a tremendous performance.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
Potatoes for half brown, cinnamon dough. That's a good idea. I might have to do that myself.
Right? Right? Isn't that what I said? Do you think you can take rest?
Feeling you, MP.
MP, let's bring it tonight.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay?
What's up, MP?